am completely panicking about the Eagles' offensive coordinator search. Hugh, we are now on day 9 of this thing.
Why are you panicking?
Why am I panicking? I mean, hit the alarms. Day 9.
Panicking, man. It's gonna be out.
I'm not sure. Let's go through this thing. All right, so a couple years ago, right, we remember the Eagles moved on for Brian Johnson, and they found Kellen Moore, and it worked, and they won the Super Bowl. Do you know how many days it took them to land from Brian Johnson to Kellen Moore?
Not too much. Not too long.
4 days from the announced firing of Brian Johnson to the hiring of Kellen Moore. 4 days. They had someone in mind. They interviewed. They hired. Boom, done, and away we went. We are on day 9, and we have had the top 2 guys reportedly that they wanted, Mike McDaniel and Brian Daboll, say thanks, but no thanks. I'm going to go to the Chargers. I'm going to go either to Buffalo or Tennessee or whatever the hell Brian Daboll's going to do. Thanks, but no thanks from the first 2 guys that they seemingly wanted more than anybody. Mm-hmm. And then this morning, and I'm not going to sit here and pretend that we were all banging the table for Zac Robinson, but Zac Robinson was, if I recall, was he the first? I think he was the first one to interview. Which, you could take that as just a timing thing. You could take it as maybe it meant something. I don't know. But Zac Robinson came in here early in this process, the offensive coordinator of the Falcons.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, I wake up this morning and Zac Robinson has agreed to become the next offensive coordinator of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
He gone.
So I'm looking at a list. McDaniel says no. Daboll seemingly had said no. Zac Robinson said Tampa. And Cliff Kingsbury, who's an interesting name out there, complete silence on him. I have no idea if that's actually a thing or just we want it to be a thing. So what are the names that we have left here? Like, what are we actually dealing with? Matt Nagy, who I am, starting to talk myself into, which says we're not in a good place. Jim Bob Cooter, Mike Kafka, Josh Grizzard, and the latest name, it popped up just before we came on the air today, was the Eagles have requested an interview with 29-year-old Declan Doyle, who has never called plays before in the NFL, called plays before in the NFL, 29 years old. So a list of candidates that is totally uninspiring. The top 2 guys that they wanted seemingly want no part of this. Robinson down at Tampa Bay. Hugh, I am starting to get, legitimately panicked that they're going to end up with someone that's just like, really? That's the Eagles offensive coordinator?